is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards.
Steeler first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. Jamal Agnew. And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. DJ Chark, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Steelers.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Ben to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
A gain of 4.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A gain of 4 yards.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Here we go, Black 80.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Agnew on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13, Browns 7.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. On the slant, this is Chark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Browns 14. Steelers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with McFarland. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To Eric Ebron.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The Steeler first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run with McFarland, and he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 17.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Steelers, they'll take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Browns first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Jackson.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Samuels.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked by Riley Harrison. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the interception, here's Jackson.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McCann's kick up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Callaway on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for 1. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
To James Washington.
James Washington, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Roethlisberger. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. To return, here's Agnew.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Forced out to his left. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Now he's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jackson now on second and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
44-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Number 22.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He was not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And some room to work. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense...
You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.